everybody, welcome back. I'm Trish, your host of The Hunt, and we're still with Bob Machinist, Executive Chair for Troika Media Group. Bob, thanks for sticking around with us. I could talk to you all day. You still there?
I'm here.
Awesome. Okay, fantastic. So we were talking about branding and the importance just during the economy and stuff. So in your opinion, how important is it for companies and brands to jump on the social media bandwagon, e-commerce, if like you're traditionally brick and mortar, for example, or how important is it just in this economy, this day and age, to really make sure that you have an e-commerce strategy, a really experience for your customers?
I think it's essential. I think that so many of the customers are putting aside, the SoFi stadiums and the Rams and which are large, what I'll call fixed-based entertainment type businesses. For companies that are delivering a wide range of products and services, you need to reach your consumers in materially different ways than you did 5 years ago. So, for example, in our Converge business, which is in the performance media space, our overall thesis is we are doing integrated branding solutions. So if you are a company like Renewal by Andersen, who's a major client of ours, which makes replacement windows, they increased sales by over $1 billion related to performance media outreach to targeted specific consumers, which had nothing to do with going to a showroom or anything else. We brought consumers in and they made elections to redo the windows in their house. That same group of consumers reached a different way, did the same thing for leaf filter and roof replacement and gutter replacement. The same customers are also going to do alarm systems, et cetera. So it's really a matter of identifying your constituency and then providing them with very specific solutions to their particular problems that you've helped them define. And the only way you can do that is by processing vast amounts of digital information. We manage billions of bits of information per month on a very wide range of consumers who we then target on behalf of our lead brand clients.
Gosh, it's so fascinating. So just to switch gears for a second, so we talked at the top about just unstoppable and going from stuck to unstoppable. Just in your career has just been fascinating to observe, and just all the things that you've done. Just such an expansive and extensive career in various industries, from investment banking and all kinds of other stuff. What would you say are the mindsets or the qualities that you have to be able to have such longevity, number one, and then success on top of that?
Well, it's I think a bizarre combination of being curious and somewhat peripatetic.
Well, that goes back to you being a scientist, I think, right? Or don't you? Or a chemical engineer?
You should just be interested in how stuff happens, whether it's inside a molecule, with bacteria, or for me, one of the great gifts that I got earlier in my career, I went to work at Lehman Brothers when it was still a very little firm, and I bought troubled companies for the Lehman Partners Fund. And one of the things that the guy I worked for taught me to do was all these people are, highly schooled, Harvard Business School, et cetera. But the reality is there's an enormous amount of application of curiosity that should allow you to come to informed decisions. So I would go to a factory, which to me was the great way to spend a day, and look at all the stuff getting delivered at one end of the factory. And then I learned to track everything that's going in the factory and how it was transformed into what the eventual product was. And take the time to talk to the people who are engaged in the transformation, which will tell you what you ought to get out of understanding that, and how that's the propriety of the business that you're working with. So I'll take you back. There's a book called Shop Class for Soulcraft, which is all about an analysis by a PhD graduate, PhD from University of Chicago in philosophy, who went to work for a think tank in Washington that turned out to be a front for the tobacco lobby. He was disenchanted, left, went to Virginia, set up a motorcycle repair shop, and in getting the tooling for that, went around to these auctions of people selling all the shop stuff from the public school systems. And when he started thinking about it, he realized that in America, we have forgotten to give value to the people that know how to make things. You know, transform metal, transform wood, work with plastics, et cetera, which were considered blue-collar jobs and being directed by white-collar people that had not a clue about this stuff. So I think going back to certain fundamentals, being respectful of those people that really understand the transformation of raw materials into interesting things. And that's a curiosity factor. And whether it's in industrial manufacturing or data management or you name it, that's really the opportunity, I think, for everybody.
Gosh. Sorry, just to say there's so many lessons in what you just said. Yeah, keep going. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, I mean, for me, I am, much to some people's chagrin, always in a perpetual state of reinventing myself. But I view it that people are paying you to become expert in what you don't know about, and willingness to share that information, knowledge, and opportunity. And then it's up to you to figure out how do you leverage that to take advantage of it for the businesses that you're involved in.
Absolutely amazing. I mean, I just soaking up everything you just said, all those little lessons, and just understanding process end to end and how you fit into that and how you can add value to that. Just so fascinating to me. So amazing. So we just have another minute, unfortunately, left, Bob. I could, again, talk to you all day long. No, I know it means you're going to have to come back.
I'm orally flatulent, as somebody once said.
Well, I love it, first of all. But just any final thoughts on what the audience can learn about Troika, or how to reach Troika if they need help with their branding?
Well, Troika, the symbol is TRKA. We're traded on NASDAQ. And you can contact the company if you think that you have a branding opportunity. The CEO is Sid Toma, and you'll see, I see you're running a reel of some of our many clients.
Yep.
But our job is we find integrated solutions to your performance media needs. And that's really what our business is.
Well, thank you so much, Bob. You've got to come back. You guys stay tuned. You're watching The Hunt. We'll be back in a minute.